by negativity. We're blinded by criticism. We fail to see the good in the life. We fail to see the good in ourselves and in marriage. Many people focus on what they don't want. They focus on what is failing in other marriages. They don't focus on the attributes that they actually desire. You must, of essence, identify what you want so that you can attract it, you can create it, and you can enjoy it. For example, an attribute that may be important to you may be open communication. To somebody else, it may be trust. To somebody else, it may be intimacy. To somebody else, it may be empathy. To other people, it may be respect. You must find the critical attributes, 8 minimum, that you want in every marriage. And that is how you measure whether your marriage is failing or not. Don't measure your marriage and the success of your marriage by the qualities of the person, because the person will change. You will also change. But those attributes, those critical components will always stand. And don't only measure the person by those attributes. Also measure yourself by those attributes. And so, it is therefore very, very important that you ask yourself, who was my marriage model? Who is my marriage model? Who am I partnering? Who am I building my marriage like? And many of us unconsciously have wrong models. Our parents, our uncles, our aunties. They have given us models that maybe worked for them then. But today, those models will never work. So what kind of person are you? You must ask. What kind of person do you want? What kind of person do you need? Who you want is different from who you need. Because marriage is about meeting each other's needs, not wants. And so if you choose who you want and you get into the need game, you will realize that your needs will never, ever be met. Who is your model husband? Or who is your model wife? Because you are choosing your wife based on somebody else. And you are choosing, or you've chosen your husband based on somebody else. In fact, they say that women marry their husband, their fathers. Yeah, and men marry their mothers. So your mom is the model most times, and your father, right, your wife's father is her model. Now, if your father, right, is the wrong model, then you'll be the wrong model. Yes. So she's looking for Mercedes G-Wagon 500. Meanwhile, you have Keke Method. But you have the facade of the G-Wagon. But in reality, like fake. You must ask yourself, what is my purpose? What is my passion? What is my life vision? What are my core values? And this is very, very key. Because that must align with your partners. When two captains are in the same ship and one's life vision heads east and the other is heading west, what do you have? Chaos, problems, challenges. That's why many marriages are failing. Lack of alignment that has created conflict, or what they call irreconcilable differences. Stage 2 of building is when you lay the foundation and then you build the structure. I want to talk about 5 critical structural foundational elements. Love cannot keep a marriage. Did you hear what I said? Love cannot keep a marriage, especially with the fact that we don't even know what love is. Love is not a feeling, Doctor.
That's your feel.
Yeah, Dr. Panam said it. Love is not a feeling. Love is a choice. Love is a decision. Love is a dedicated, affectionate commitment to the well-being of somebody else. It's not about you. It's not what you can get. It's really about what you are giving. Now, love is a person. Love is a person. And that person is God.
Yes.
And if you have no relationship with Him, you cannot understand the concept of love. Truly. Impossible. Because if you do not have it, you cannot give it. You can't give what you don't have. So love is God and God is love. And then there are certain KPIs or attributes that you can use to measure love. So you cannot measure a feeling, but you can measure the entity called love. But let me leave love. Let me talk about the 5 fundamental elements that you build the foundation and the structure on. Number 1 is kindness, and we all know what kindness means. Number 2 is forgiveness. Look, when 2 or 3 people come together, there will always be conflict. We will always offend one another. And so, you must forgive me even before I offend you.
Yes, sir.
That's what keeps marriages.
Yes.
They asked Jesus, how many times do I forgive? 70 times 7, 490 times. Now, let me get you to understand the mathematics. For those who are mathematicians. So when she offends me the first time, and I forgive her, and then 3 days after, she does it again, that is how many times?
1.
No, 0. Yeah, this is the first time she's doing it if I have truly forgiven her. So you can never get up to 490 if you are truly forgiven.
Yes,
So every time she offends you, it's the first time she's offending you. And if you've forgiven her, He will not keep it and refer to it. So you can never build a marriage if you are not forgiven. The third foundation that you build upon. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Good. The third one is friendship. Friendship. Marriage can never work without being friends.
Yeah, I agree.
And many people substitute friendships outside for friendships within. And then you choose friendships outside. What will suffer? Friendships within. Yeah. Make sure that your friendship with your wife is incorporated with your friendships outside.
Yeah. The main focus.
The fourth, I call it choosing peace over being right. Oh yes. You have to be the bigger man or the bigger woman to choose peace over proving that you're right. Dr. Bernard Paul said. Yes. You know what? I will say I'm sorry. It is wisdom. It is what? Wisdom. Choose peace over justice. The fifth one is knowledge and understanding of each other. Especially having a knowledge of what men want and a knowledge of what women want. Having a knowledge of the difference between men and the difference between women. Now. Let me get us to understand that what a man wants is control and respect. That's all. If you can give him a sense of control and a sense of respect, it will be your mugu.
Yes, sir.
And what a woman wants is preference to be chosen over everybody else. Don't choose your sister over her. Don't choose your family over her. She wants to be numero uno. That's all. She will believe that you care. She will believe that she's your Iyawo Ayami. And that is what God was trying to say when He said to you, husbands, love your wives like Christ loved the church and gave of himself. That's a higher level of submission. So you do not even need to ask your wife to submit. You submit first. When you choose her over everybody else, then you are showing that you truly love. That's what God did. He left heaven and chose you. He chose to die for you. Yeah, that's what it's all about. And when the Bible says, wives, submit to your own husband, it's telling you that this your guy, there's a way he likes you to talk to him. Don't compare him with Kemi's husband. The Kemi's husband just bought her a car. No. He doesn't think that you need a car. Because you have 2 cars. And that's how he thinks. He's thinking about 5 years' time. That's your own. So the Bible is telling you that the secret to success is the wife respecting and giving her husband honor, and the husband choosing the wife above everybody else. So when he says, wives, love your husband, submit to your husband, that's simply what he's saying. Now, stage 3 is the finishing and the maintenance. Now, I'm going to speak to 2 critical things about maintenance. We don't have a maintenance culture in Nigeria.
No.
So that.
So this is where many people fail. But maintaining your marriage is built on 2 critical things. More for 2 critical things. The first thing is finding and discovering your passion, your interest, and sharing it with one another. That keeps the spark alive. Your own passion, your own interest. Not to kill yours, not to kill your partners. But you must find a way to create alignment between both. And you must both ensure that you support each other's passion and each other's interest. Now the second one is your ability to understand and to meet the 12 most critical needs of your spouse. There are 12. Look, that's why you are in that marriage. And you don't have a third party inside it. There are 12 critical needs. Number 1. Everybody say number 1. Number 1. Sexual fulfillment.
Okay.
Sexual what? Fulfillment. 49% of marriages fail because of lack of sexual fulfillment. Do you know that only about 8% of women reach orgasm? Yes. Only 8% of women reach orgasm. So, men, then they fake out. And you think say it's a big lie. Yeah. So, doctor says his last words were humility.
Humility, yeah.
Humble yourself and ask, how do you like it? What should I do? How should I do it? Because we are all indoctrinated wrong. All of us men. Did you hear what I said? All of us men indoctrinated wrong. We know Sabi. Only 8% of women are satisfied. That means that 92% of us.
That's a lie. It's a lie.
Hopefully, in Zaosa. There's Zaosa where? Number 2. Number 2 is affection and intimacy. Yeah, we both, men and women, need affection and intimacy. We know what that means. Number 3 is attractiveness, beauty. So, you know what? Take care of yourself. Yeah. Take care of yourself. Yeah, take care of yourself. Come on. We know that you're going all south, but take care of yourself. Yes. Exercise, self-care. Very, very important. Both of will be the one way for 11 p.m. You are eating pounded yarn. Self-care. Self-care. Very, very important. You must stay attractive and beautiful and pleasing for your spouse. Very, very important. And you must sleep a minimum of 6 to 8 hours every night. Self-care is part of staying beautiful. Yeah. Number 4 need is communication, conversation, and interaction. Not just communication. Meaningful conversation and interaction. You must engage. Number 5 is admiration and cherishing. When last did you compliment your partner? Did you see how Emeka, my party, enter house when Madam hugged her? You guys shocked. Even Madam no say something shit. So Madam waiting. See you hug me. I said, when last did you hug? When last did you kiss? When last did you What of a foundation?